Let's try that. Okay, apparently because my mic switched to default, it didn't want to work. So apparently I was muted. Unintentionally. I don't know how that happened. But anyways, it was an OBS setting. We got it figured out. Yay! Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well. I have my coffee this morning. And let's see. My goal is I am going to not let it get cold today. I will not let it get cold today. Because the last couple of weeks I've let my coffee get too cold because I've been so engrossed in conversation and gameplay I forgot to drink my coffee. Oh no, you've got some knee pain. That's no good, Dusty. Definitely gonna add that to my prayer list. Is it a thing where like you bumped your knee on something and that's why? Or is it a weather thing? I was just saying it looks like rain over where I am, and so I'm like, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes today. Whether you think, is it kind of rainy over there? Because I know for me, when it gets rainy, sometimes I'll get a bit of a headache. Maybe for you, if it gets rainy, you get some knee pain? I don't know. I have no idea. So hopefully that gets all sorted out soon. But we'll definitely pray for that. How was your guys' week? What was a highlight? What was a highlight? I know for me a highlight was we got to do our very first DLC stream last night. And it was amazing. We had such good conversation and got to share our testimonies and what we're all about. And then we ended with the word on Thanksgiving. And so we just were so excited and cannot wait for our next stream on December 1st, I think it is. Let me double check that. Yes. December 1st. Because we're taking next week off for Thanksgiving, because we figure we're kind of going to probably be doing a lot around that time. You guys are probably going to be doing a lot around that time, wanting to spend time with family. And so we're thinking, you know what? We're just going to take next week off and make it a December 1st thing. Ooh, celebrating your dad's birthday with your aunt and cousins was nice, and you loved the DLC stream also. Fantastic, Soul! John, good morning! How are you? I am on the tail end of something. I think it might be the dust in my room or the weather change or something. But my throat the last couple of days has just been kind of, not necessarily, I guess for lack of better terms, scratchy. But it's getting better. It's getting a little better every day. Carol James, good morning! How did you find the stream? And so glad to have you here. John, you're also on the tail end of feeling rough. Aw. Happy weekend, Carol. Definitely gonna add you to my prayer list, John. Let me pull that up. Knee pain for Dusty, adding that. And John, not feeling 100%. There we go. You're welcome. What's up, Carol? We're just chilling. We're gonna be hanging out for a few hours and just chatting and playing some video games. Probably gonna solve some mysteries with the consulting detective. Because the last stream, we ended up starting another case, and then I was like, wow, this one seems intense. So we're just gonna make sure that we do something a little less intense, and we'll come back to that next stream. I wonder if lights is acting up. Let me try. I did, John. I wonder if I have my settings weird on that one. I did, and it was absolutely amazing. I laughed so hard at that short. I was like, what? I was like, how in the world? And then I'm like, but it's David. There we go. Thankfully, I caught that cough coming. Right? It was the best thing ever. I am so excited for the 25th when, let me go to chatbot real quick. Chat commands. There we go. I'm so excited for the 25th when the whole special comes out. It's going to be on Disney Plus, right? Oh, that explains it. Okay, let me edit this command. Next Saturday! And that's what we're seeing. That's what you're seeing too? Cool. Cool. All right, I just changed the settings for that. I just changed the settings for that command, so now anybody should be able to use !Discord. There we go! That was an easy fix. I love when there's an easy fix. I love that they're bringing Doctor Who to Disney Plus. I'm like, this is absolutely amazing. My sister and brother-in-law let me and my family kind of mooch off of their Disney Plus. And so now I'm like, oh, I'm able to see this! And so that's exciting. I love it, love it, love it. And so it'll be fun to see that next Saturday after stream and get to celebrate the coming back of Doctor Who, celebrate the coming back of David as the Doctor. Like, show of hands, who here loves David Tennant's Doctor? Who considers David Tennant their new Who Doctor? I do! Because there's a New Who and there's Classic Who. So Classic Who is Doctors 1 through 8, and then New Who is 9 through present day. And the reason we call it New Who is because there was like a 10-year gap between Classic Who and New Who. And so between the 8th Doctor's movie and Christopher Eccleston's debut as the 9th Doctor, there was about 10 years of no Doctor Who. And so to me, that was crazy to think about, because I'm like, man, to bring back a show after 10 years, that is so cool. That is so cool. And Russell T Davies and Julie Gardner, they really had the right idea. Because Eccleston has a very, very special place in my heart. Because he was my first Doctor. He was the one that I was introduced to Doctor Who through. And so he just has a very special place in my heart, even though 10 is my favorite. You'll probably be in and out today. Your dad's friend is coming over to fix the lights, and it sounds like he just drove up. Sounds good, Soul? I hope you're able to get those lights fixed. Because if I remember correctly, you said that your cousin, I think it was, did some weird stuff to the lights in the duplex that you're staying in. So I'm like, hopefully that's easy enough to fix. And then it can be brighter, and you'll be happier, because there's just something about having a well-lit home. There's something about having a place that is just well-lit. It triggers dopamine in your brain. And you're like, wow, I'm happy, I'm awake, and I just feel good, you know? Because when the lights are dim, It's easy to fall into the trap of being tired. But when the lights are bright, then you're able to feel more awake because your brain says, oh, it's daytime. Right, John? And the Ninth Doctor was such a good doctor. He was fresh out of the Time War and figuring out his footing in this world, in this galaxy, and just trying to figure out who he is and come to terms with what happened during the Time War. And so it makes sense that he is the way he is. 10 still had a bit of that, but he also was settled into who he was, There was just something about his goofiness, but also seriousness. Yeah, not having a well-lit home during winter is pretty tough for you. Yeah, there is such a thing as seasonal depression. It's one of those things where, and it's easier to fall into that seasonal depression when you don't have a well-lit home, something to trigger those happy feelings in your brain, something to make your brain realize we're supposed to be awake right now. And so it's just one of those things where you need everything you can sometimes to just get your brain off of the fact that the seasons change and sometimes the winter doldrums happen. There we go. That way you guys don't have to hear my cough. I have this microphone where you just press this little button on top and it mutes it. And so anytime I feel like I'm about to cough, I can just go, bink, and I'm muted. And you guys don't have to hear the cough. It's amazing. But yeah, seasonal depression is a thing. And it can be hard to deal with. And so, anything you can do to help yourself is important. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn the fan on because all of a sudden it's a little warm in here. Hold on a second. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. So what do you guys have planned for this weekend? Between now and Tuesday, is everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? Is family coming into town? Do you guys have a short week at work? Or school if that's where you're at in life? What are your guys' plans? Football and church, there we go. That's the way to be. Ooh, relaxing today and then gonna go see a Christmas Carol. I absolutely love Christmas Carol. It's one of those shows that's all about redemption and figuring out you don't have to, you want to treat people the way that you want to be treated and not let your life circumstances get to you like they did to Ebenezer Scrooge. Because he let the fact that he was more about wanting to be financially stable affect how he treated other people. And because of that, he also let his grief surrounding his best friend's death affect how he treated people. The more you look at it, the more you're like, wow, he was really affected by the fact that his best friend died. This guy that he had built this business with, that he had grown up as a banker with, was gone. And then the fact that because he cared so much about money, he let that affect his relationship with Emily. I think is what her name was. Emily? That sounds right. But I'm also proud of Emily for realizing this is not what she wanted. It's a give and take. And so, it's one of those stories where anybody can learn. Anybody can learn to change. Even somebody like Scrooge. Short week at work, mercifully, likely going to head over to your cousin's house for Thanksgiving. beyond that, you don't know what the rest of the week is going to look like. You'd love to be able to get more writing in during your time off, but hey, here's hoping you're able to get some more writing in. Here's hoping. But also, heading over to your cousin's house for Thanksgiving sounds like fun. Hopefully there's a lot of good food and good company. And I'm glad that it's a short week for you. It's going to be a short week for me too. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then off Thursday and Friday, and then back to work Monday. Never seen Doctor Who. Gotcha. So question for you, Dusty. Are you at all into sci-fi? Because if you're into sci-fi, I would highly recommend it. But if you're not, then it's probably not your cup of tea. And I say that ironically because Britain, Doctor Who's a British show. As I just realized the irony behind my saying that. Oh, man. But yeah, Christmas Carol, Les Mis, those are two of my favorite, all-time favorite shows. Or musicals. And then, let's see, for me this week, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, working. Then, Wednesday we do not have Alana this week because of Thanksgiving. And so it's one of those things where I'm going to have Wednesday evening free for a week. So I don't know what we're going to do. Probably get some stuff set up for Thanksgiving. After stream today, I'm going to probably help my mom get some stuff started for Thanksgiving because we're going to make cornbread for the stuffing. So it's going to be like homemade cornbread, and we want to make sure that it has time to dry out so that it can be used in stuffing. So yeah, that'll be good. You could see it being nice but draining. They're all extreme extroverts, and you're definitely more of an introvert. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see where that would be draining. Don't be afraid to set that boundary, though, of, can I just take a few minutes to do XYZ? STL, Doctor! How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. You are absolutely amazing. So you like some sci-fi. In that case, I would recommend giving the first season of Doctor Who a try with Christopher Eccleston. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of him real quick in a new tab. That way you can kind of see what he looks like. And you know what to look for. Here we go. Let me add existing display capture. There we go. So that's Christopher Eccleston. So that way you kind of know who to look for. Alrighty. Whoop. Wrong thing. There we go. You're tired, but you'll be okay. I have a solution for that, tired STL. Good old cup of joe. Or any other caffeinated beverage of your choice, because I understand coffee's not for everybody. You're not able to set that boundary, really? You've tried in the past, but it's not gone over well. To keep the peace, you just take the hits as they come. Okay. What if... Just a suggestion, if this doesn't work, if you don't think this will work, don't feel any pressure at all to try it. But when you start to feel kind of tired, like when you're feeling like you need that introvert battery, you kind of excuse yourself to the restroom. You take those few minutes in the restroom to just recharge as you can, even if it's just a little bit. And then when you're ready, go back out. Because then you're not necessarily setting a boundary, like, forcefully. You're just saying, you're kind of doing two things at once. You're subtly setting a boundary by saying, hey, I need my introvert minute. Let me have that. But also, there we go, your go-to coping mechanism. Perfect. So don't be afraid to try that. Don't be afraid to try that. And I encourage anybody who needs to set that boundary, but they're not necessarily comfortable with confrontation, or they're not necessarily comfortable setting those boundaries, do something where you're subtly setting that boundary. Like, oh, hey, I forgot something out in the car. I need to go grab it. And you go sit in your car for a few minutes and let yourself have your minute to recharge. And then you go back in and you're like, oh, I must have left it at home. I searched the whole car and I couldn't find it. Oh, well, I'll get it when I get home. Or, yeah, I really need to go to the bathroom. And then you go. That's you subtly setting that boundary. Because you're not outright saying, yo, I need my introvert moment. So then there's really nothing for them to respond negatively to, because people need to go to the bathroom. People need to get stuff out of their car. People forget things. What can they say to that? You know? So, I'm assuming this is not the cousin that I'm thinking it is. This is a different cousin, so I'm assuming that you will probably be driving to said cousin's house. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I forgot something in the car as well. You can use both of those. You can use both of those. And hopefully one of them works. But I also understand you wanting to keep the peace as well, because at the holidays, you kind of are just in this place of, I don't want to have to deal with what we perceive to be judgment. We don't want to deal with, oh, don't you want to spend time with the family? Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we are thinking of the same cousin. Okay, cool. So, I'm assuming you'd be driving to said cousins. So, you still have that excuse of, I forgot something in the car, I'm gonna go look for it. And then taking that minute, just like, play a worship song, something to help you kind of refocus. And then go back when you're ready. So yeah, I highly doubt they're gonna be like staring out that window. Yeah, oh, you don't want to spend time with the family? Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one to hear, because you're like, I do want to spend time with you, but spending time with people is also draining. And so I want to be able to spend time with you, but also take breaks when needed, without feeling like I have to please you, without making you feel like I don't want to spend time with you. I'm just an introvert. You know? As an extrovert's extrovert, part of me is like, you know, I like to think that if you came to a party at my place, or a get-together at my place, and you were like, oh, Donna, I need a minute. Can I go chill, can I go chill upstairs for a minute? I would be like, oh yeah, sure, go for it. Take a few minutes, because I recognize that you're an introvert. And that you need those moments. Unfortunately, that doesn't go across the board as much as I wish it did. And I'm going to add that to my prayer list. I'm going to add a general prayer of... Right? I love having parties. I love having parties. At some point, I would love to have another board game night at my house. That would be absolutely amazing. But what would also be fun is to have some kind of like a watch party. That would be super cool. That would be awesome. I'm going to add a general prayer, before I forget, for introverts of the world during the holiday season, and for their families to be more understanding when they need introvert time. Aw, thank you, Soul! I do my best to make sure that everybody just has a great time and, just, if you need that moment, like I try to have multiple things going on so that way you're not tied down to one thing. Like, at my birthday party, for example, we had people playing Cards Christians Like. We had people in another room just talking. We had people just talking and eating in the kitchen. We had so many different things going on that you could pick from. So if you were more introverted, we had a spot upstairs for you that you could go to if you needed that introvert few minutes to recharge. And then come back when you're ready. Aw, thank you, Soul. I'm just like, you know what? I'm sure that Soul is not the only introvert who struggles with that with their family during this holiday season. We're gonna add a general introverts of the world unite in your introvertedness during this holiday season, and families of said introverts, please be more understanding. Please. It's not that they don't love you. They do. They just have only this much. They only have a certain amount of battery. And when that battery depletes, they've got to go and recharge. There we go. Almost caught that one in time. Hold on. I need to blow my nose real quick. Hold on. There we go. That way you guys don't have to hear all of that. I am so grateful for this mic that is a touch to mute mic. Hallelujah, praise the Lord for technology. Oh, man. Gusty, how are you, my friend? Good morning, happy Saturday. We were just talking about the holidays and introverts versus extroverts, and how extroverted family members need to be more understanding of their introverted family members, and recognize that it's not that they don't love them, it's that they just recharge differently. And that can be hard when there's only one person in said family that's introverted, but at the same time, that's no excuse. Surely there are other people in your life that are more introverted. Surely there are. Or surely there's an ambivert in your life who is maybe a little more introverted leaning. Be understanding. Please. Please, people. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir, but... So, Gusty, what are your holiday plans? That was our question of the hour, was what are your holiday plans? I'm enjoying my coffee, and then after my sip of coffee, we're going to go ahead and pray and then dive into the game. Oh no, it's already kind of starting to get cold. I'm probably gonna have to finish this now before we do the game, because otherwise it's gonna be ice cold before I know it. And that'll make for a very sad Donna, because then Donna's coffee goes to waste. Oh, when every time I say Gusty, you think you're saying your name. Aww. I will definitely try to make sure that I be a little more clear who I'm talking to. Maybe if I did the full name, maybe if I said Gusty J instead of just Gusty, would that help, Dusty? Okay, sounds good. We'll stick with Gusty and Dusty then. That'll work. That'll work. Alright, so, I know... Yeah, preaching to the choir can be risky. The strangest people in your church will always be in the choir. We know this. That's why we put them up there, so we can keep an eye on them. So then does that mean that I was the strangest person in my church? Because I was in the choir. Oh boy. But then again, I'm cool with that. I embrace my weirdness. You were in the choir too. That's awesome. And I'm glad to hear that, because Gusty, you have a fan-freaking-tastic voice. You really do. I caught that karaoke stream about, a month ago? And you have an amazing voice. Aw, thank you, Soul. See, this is why we're friends. I surround myself with people who embrace my weirdness. I surround myself with people who embrace my jukebox brain. And all kinds of other weird quirks that I have. Oh, man. Oh, man. So next week, there will be a stream on Tuesday and Saturday. Because, even though it's the holidays, I don't think I have anything planned on Tuesday night. So that should work out for me to do a stream. And then Saturday, it's far enough after Thanksgiving. I think it'll work out. And I embrace your weirdness. See, we all have our quirks, and as long as we embrace them, we can be great friends. As long as we go, hey, you're weird, I'm weird, you have your quirks, I have my quirks, let's just be quirky together. And that's what a friendship is taking each other as you are, but also helping you to grow. Like, Soul, you've encouraged me to be better about my Bible study. I've had so many people in my life who have encouraged me to do better in that area of my life. And I've grown because of it. And I've learned so many awesome things. And I'm sure there's other ways that I've encouraged you. And so it's like this encouraging building, Iron sharpens iron. Exactly. So plans beyond Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff, not much at the moment. Gonna do a Christmas karaoke stream, and you'll be watching Lord of the Rings with your daughter over Christmas break. Extended editions, of course. Extended or nothing. That said, I still need to watch quite a few of the extended editions. Goes and hides in corner. Ah. So one of these days when you come over, I need to rent the extended editions of probably Fellowship of the Ring, because it's been a long time since I've even seen a scene from, I've seen clips here and there, and I know certain quotes. Exactly. I know what we're doing for our next watch party. Exactly, as long as I understand the need. Exactly. I need to see the extended editions. In fact, my sister and brother-in-law, while they were dating... Oh, good! Good, that'll save me money. My sister and brother-in-law, while they were dating, they actually watched the extended editions of all the Lord of the Rings movies while they were dating, because that was one thing that my brother-in-law was like, we cannot let too much time pass in our relationship without you seeing this. So he introduced her to Lord of the Rings, and she introduced him to Harry Potter. It worked. And I've seen all of the Harry Potter movies, so now it's time for Lord of the Rings extended editions. Alright, now the question. Which one is longer? Extended, or I've heard there's also a director's version? Is that correct? I don't remember. I don't remember if there's a director's cut or a director's edition, something like that. Well, you guys are... And Digimon, gotta get me caught up on that too. Yes. Yes. We started Digimon, we got, what, 2 episodes in to season 1? So, we gotta watch more. We gotta watch more. I'm going New York. I don't know why I'm going New York, but I'm going New York. Oh, man. Why did that accent come out of my mouth? There are versions that have cast commentary, director's commentary, and producer's commentary. Those might be what I'm referring to. Okay, maybe. Maybe. That could be it. That could be it. Possibly. That sounds about right. Because I have heard about stuff with directors and things like that. So I'm like, was that a director's edition? But it's also been a while since I've talked to anybody about Lord of the Rings. So... I will say, I am a few chapters away from finishing up The Hobbit book. I started reading it about a year ago. And got sidetracked with life. And have yet to get back to reading it. But I do have Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King over on my, I've got to make room on my bookshelf. That's the thing. If you guys could see my bookshelf, you would see I have a problem. I hold on to books that I probably should not be holding on to. That I'm probably never going to read again. But there is a chance that I might, and so I keep them. So I kind of need to go through my books. Or maybe once I get a place of my own and I can get another shelf. Because some of my shelves are covered in knickknacks as well. So once I can get a shelf for said knickknacks, then I might be able to make it where I have room for all the other books that I have. Because right now, I have, like, your typical, like, way that books look on a shelf. Like at the library. But then I have stuff stacked on top of the books. Oh, although, really, really cool knickknacks that my uncle got me for Christmas a few years back. Oh, that could be. My uncle got me the Star Trek set of Canadian money. So we have... This one is from 2018. Don't you dare fall out, because if you do, that is not good. This one's the Enterprise D. And it's also from 2018. And then I have Voyager. Ooh, yeah, stuffing is absolutely amazing. Although, my personal favorite Thanksgiving dish is green bean casserole. And the green bean casserole has to have the French fried onion bits on top. Or at least mixed in somehow. Otherwise, it's just not complete. There's always something missing. It's like how stroganoff is not complete without mushrooms. Change my mind. It's impossible to change my mind on that. Goal accomplished. I finished my coffee before it got too cold to handle. It was borderline, though. It was borderline. Alright, you guys. I am absolutely loving this conversation. We can definitely continue it after prayer. If anybody has any more prayer requests, please feel free to drop them below. Exactly, Soul. If it doesn't have the French onion, something is wrong and it's not up to Thanksgiving standard. That's just the way it is. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I just enforce the Thanksgiving rules. Just like you can only have green bean casserole at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I think what we're gonna do is I found a Instant Pot recipe for green bean casserole. So what we're gonna try is I'm gonna try that recipe for Thanksgiving, and we'll try and perfect it for Christmas. So we're gonna have like 2 different versions, I think, of green bean casserole, possibly. Oh, and Easter too? That's cool! I love that your grandparents do that. Hey, any excuse to have green bean casserole, right? Any reason at all. Any reason whatsoever. But yeah. So, any prayer requests? I keep getting sidetracked. This is so good. I love this conversation so much. So, any prayer requests that I can add? Let's see. Let's go through. I have Phelan's headaches. And I can get rid of the MRI request for Soul because that came back with good results. There we go. I have Dusty's unspoken. Dusty, how are those mouth sores? And then knee pain. Unspoken for Lady Foes and Adifoes. Star Fox, understanding God's word better. I guess I'll put continuing to. Because it sounds like Star Fox has found some great resources, so that's good. STL, headaches and toothache. Kishu and Spark. Let's see, for DLC. Great first stream. Continued tech provisions. And to grow in God's timing. Okay. Dad to be able to drive soon. And I put like a billion O's in that soon, by the way. Just to remind myself of the emphasis on soon. work for Bayo and Zyro. John John's not feeling 100%. And introverts of the world during the holiday season, and for their families to be understanding when they need introvert time. Is there anything else? There we go. And you're welcome, soul. Anytime. Anytime. I will always add prayer requests. Always, always, always. In fact, I'm gonna copy and paste this soon, just so you can see how many O's I added, because it is amazing. I was just like, I'm going to town on these O's in the word soon. Oh, man. All right. If anybody thinks of anything while I'm praying, please feel free to drop them below in chat. And then we'll go ahead and dive into the game after prayer. I will look up partway through the prayer to make sure I didn't miss any prayer requests. But other than that, feel free to pray along with me. And we'll jump into the game after. Dear Lord, thank you so much for who you are and how much we have to be thankful for because of you. Lord, thank you for creating this world that we live in. Thank you for sending Jesus to die on the cross and raise again for our sins so we can be with you forever. That you love us so, so much that you made a way for us to be able to be with you forever. Lord, I bring every single person here before you. I bring Soul and Dusty and Gusty and John and STL and anybody else who is here and anybody else who is going to come, Lord, that you be with them in a new and mighty way, Lord. Lord, I pray for Phelan and his headaches. I ask that you just relieve those headaches, Lord. Let Phelan be headache-free. I also pray for Soul and her dad, that you just continue to be with him and his health, Lord. Let the treatments be exactly what they need, Lord, to get rid of this cancer. And I ask for restoration in their relationship, Lord. I thank you that those MRI results last week came back so, so good, Lord. I praise you for that. And Lord, I also pray that you make it where Soul's dad is able to drive soon. Lord, like within the next few weeks to a month, Lord, if at all possible. Lord, I know that it would just make things so much easier for everybody if he was able to drive. And it would make it easier to schedule things, Lord. And I pray for communication to improve as well, Lord. That there just be a change for the better there. Lord, I pray for Dusty. I pray over his unspoken. I pray over his mouth sores, if those still happen to be there. And I pray over his knee pain, that you take that away. And whatever's causing it, whether it be weather or something else, Lord, that just goes away, Lord. I pray for Kishu and Spark and their pregnancies, that you give them rest and that you give them the energy that they need to get everything done that needs to get done, Lord. And the spoons that they need as well. I pray over STL and his headaches and toothaches, that you take those away from him. I pray that his allergies also go away, because I think he said he's been struggling with that as well. I pray over Ladyfoes and Adafoes and their unspoken as well, Lord, that you just continue to be in that. I thank you that Ado felt well enough and in a good enough place mentally to be able to stream again last night. And I pray that that continues. And I pray over Star Fox for continued understanding of your word, Lord. Your word says that if any of us lacks wisdom, we should ask you. And that's what Star Fox is doing, is asking you for help, Lord. Thank you for bringing resources that Star Fox can use to better understand your word. And I pray that Star Fox just grows in wisdom, Lord. I pray over the DLC. I thank you so much for the amazing stream last night, the conversation that was had, and that there were so few tech issues, Lord. I pray that continues to be the case, Lord, that as things get better with OBS and with Stream Together, that those tech issues just resolve and go away, Lord. I pray over Bayo and Zyro as they work, that you be with them. And for Zyro, I ask that you just provide for him this job that he's been looking at, Lord. That if it be your will, that's where that door stays open, Lord. I pray for John and for myself as we're not feeling 100%, Lord. We're at the tail end of whatever this is, Lord, that you just be with both of us and heal us, Lord. And I pray for the introverts of the world during this holiday season. I pray that they are able to find that introvert time that they need to recharge. And for the extroverts in their life, whether they're family or friends or just people they run into on the streets, to be understanding when their introverted people in their life need that introvert time. Let these introverts not feel judged for needing that introvert time, but let them feel understood, Lord. I pray for anybody who is suffering from anxiety, depression, imposter syndrome, that you be with them, Lord, and just show yourself to them. I pray for anybody who's suffering physically, whether it's an injury or illness, that you heal them, Lord. I pray over Israel that you just be in that situation and protect the innocents on both sides. I ask that you just let us have a fun time of fellowship tonight, or today, and let us just have fun playing games and solving mysteries. And I pray that anybody who doesn't know you, Lord, comes to know you, and whatever we can do to bring them to you, Lord, give us opportunities, Lord, to be bold for you. And in your name I pray. Amen. Exactly, those O's do certainly exclaim, this is a matter of utmost importance. We're going to turn on studio mode so you guys don't have to see a black screen while I'm doing this. Hey, Mad Mama's Farm! Hello! There we go. And how are you doing, Mad Mama's Farm? It is almost Thanksgiving. Do you have any Thanksgiving plans? I'm doing well. I'm on the tail end of something. I think it's dust or a weather change or something. Ooh, Thanksgiving at your mom's. That's awesome. I love that. I hope that goes well. And you had it the last couple of... Oh, you've had the whatever's going around the last couple of weeks too. I know that a lot of people have really been struggling health-wise. I know Christian Ninja and his family have been having some health issues as of late. So when we last saw Sherlock, he was attempting to find a contact. He was spying on said contact to see when would be the correct time to approach. And we saw that this contact had fallen from the bridge tower to an untimely death. Already sounds good, Soul. Hoping for the best. So now we have to figure out what happened, why, and who did it. Because my guess is that somebody did not like this man, did not want us to be able to talk to him, and so they decided to make him meet a rather untimely demise. With the number 4 on it. Hold on one second. There we go. Alright, so we need to figure out where we need to go. Because he fell out of the tower. We found stab wounds. Oh! The PlayStation game sale. Nice! And the mouth sores are a little better. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. And you're very welcome. So we found stab wounds inflicted by a curved blade, severe head trauma from the fall, and an empty knife sheath. So we need to go to, looks like maybe some kind of a hotel? Are there any games on the PlayStation Store sale that you're interested in, Dusty? And Mad Mama's Farm, are you guys feeling any better? I know you said you've been struggling health-wise for the last couple of weeks. I hope you guys are all feeling better. Ah, yep. The best time to buy games is definitely Black Friday. I completely and 100% agree. Oh, good! I'm glad you guys are feeling better. Ah, so there's our friend with the untimely demise. Borderlands 3 and Metro Redo. Nice! So I've heard of Borderlands 3, but not Metro Redo. What's that one about? So we need to find... Let's see if there's any other clues actually around him that we might have missed. Let's see, we can pin... Okay, sounds good! Go to the store, get everything you need. Let's see. Well, I figured it was worth a try, John. I figured it was worth a try. So we're gonna find a hotel and see if we can find anything at all that might work. So that's books. Oops, sorry kid, I didn't even realize I ran into you. 2013, the world was devastated by an apocalyptic event, annihilating almost all mankind and turning the Earth's surface into poisonous wastelands. A handful of survivors took refuge in the depths of the Moscow underground, and human civilization entered a new dark age, and the year is 2033. Interesting. Clothing trader. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything I wonder if maybe he was at that same hotel. Let's see if maybe he was at that same hotel that one, friend, shall we say, friend of ours was at. So we need to go up Scarlet. Down here. And then I think it's up this way. Oh, no, I missed it just barely. There we go. Nope, that's not the right one. Sorry. Huh, so that one's locked. Okay. So now I need to think of somewhere else he could be staying that's near the old city bridge. Because that is the old city bridge, yeah? Yeah, okay. He could have been staying... My guess is he was probably staying in a hotel nearby. And probably in Old City. What do you guys think? I'm kind of curious what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking he probably... That's a bookstore. That's not gonna help us. What we need is a hotel. Because if we find a hotel... then... Because the reason I'm thinking hotel is because of the fact that it said number 4 on the key. So he either lived in apartment number 4 in an apartment complex, or he was in room 4 at a hotel. Either one of those could potentially work. But this is rather open world to a certain extent. So it's curious. I do wish this game did a little bit better of a job of pointing you in the general direction of where to go, but at the same time I'm also like, it is kind of fun trying to piece it all together. I mean, it is a Sherlock Holmes game, so they shouldn't exactly tell you everything. But at the same time, a general idea of where to go would be helpful. Let's see. So we found all the clues there. Okay. Okay. That's the Primrose Cafe. I wonder if it might be attached to a hotel, maybe? Sorry, kid. Okay, so that's the back entrance. He is gonna be mad at me. But that's okay. Ooh, there's some signs over here. Okay, a barber and a pharmacy. Luxury furniture trader. Sorry, trying to get around you and the horse. A panteria. Trattoria. Ah, hotel. Look at that. And the door's open. Oh. Can't go up. There's no bell to ring for service. Ding, 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 ding. Huh. And I can't check over here to see if they have a room for... What are you doing, sir? Why are you... Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna clear out some notifications here. I'm thinking I need a general idea of where to go. So we've done all of that one. Scroll all the way down. Let's see, what's this one called? Okay. Ah. Okay. All right. I know where we need to go now. We're going to go back to the observation point. Oh, going away from the bridge instead of towards the bridge. Here we go. All right. Talk to the man in the blue uniform. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. That's what we needed. Yes I can. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Of course I can. Mm-hmm. Have you seen anything suspicious, dude? Uh-huh. Or does it? Even more proof. I love the name of this, especially given our earlier thing. Especially given our earlier thing. It was literally called I Shall Not Pass. Alright, so what do we see up here? Freshly broken. Fresh blood. Anything here? We've got letters. I know all about your latest affair. Meet me in the Old City Bridge Tower. Come alone and bring 100 mangers? Or mongears, if you don't want the word to reach the wrong ears. Mangears, okay. So we've done that. So now, mud traces, sweaty odor. That's a good point. So we're not going to talk to John right now, I don't think. I think we're going to look at the table. So it was recent. Right? Let's go ahead and change into a Navy officer uniform. We've got the blackmail letter and atop the bridge tower. Aha! Oh. So that's what he fell out of. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. I would have thought that he would have been pushed. Oh, I see. I see. That's not what I thought it was. Okay. Is there anything else I can see in here? Ah, look at that! We found the murder weapon! Alright. Can we do this on the first try? Bum. We're just gonna go ahead and try. Yeah, I'm thinking that one's right. That's probably what happened there. Okay. What do we think? Hey, Vocal Duck! How you doing? Ooh. That's a possibility. Probably not pushed. Oh, but wait. I think there was... We're trying to figure out what order everything happened in. Ha! Third time's the charm. There we go. We did it! Doing okay, got some decent sleep, had trippy but cool dreams. They're drifting away though. What kind of trippy? Like a good trippy, or kind of like a, oh my gosh, disorienting kind of trippy? Thank you. I'm definitely trying. Definitely trying. Nope. That we are. Did you know him? So what are your Thanksgiving plans, Vocal Duck? My Thanksgiving plans are to stay at home, help with the cooking, and just chill, have a friend over. A pretty good trippy, the kind where you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. That was just a dream and this is real life. Gotcha. So, meeting gone wrong. Hiding inside an empty chest, the assailant caught him off guard. A fight ensued. He must still be bleeding. At the requisitioned house near the bridge in the old city. Those are the fun kinds of dreams. When you're kind of like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool. Too bad it was only a dream. Requisitioned house near the bridge in the old city. Requisitioned house. Nope. I'm here because I'm trying to solve your buddy's killer. Or killing. That at least explains why the hotel wasn't the right answer. Can't even talk to him. Huh. I wonder if I... Oh, I can't change clothes here. What are you talking about? Now I can. Okay. Let's talk to them as actual... Oh, okay. Alright. Is that John playing the drum? I'm pretty sure. There we go. Old City Barracks. Let's see if there's anything that might have a number 4. Look at that! Pretty sure your Thanksgiving will be heading up to Casa Grande to help your parents. They need to not cook, but you know they'll try anyways. Your mom's knee is healing well enough, but long COVID, mid-70s, and general recovery from being sick recently, it all just takes a toll. Oh my goodness. Lord, right now we just bring Vocal Duck's mom and dad before you. I pray that they're able to, in this holiday season where so many people just feel like they have to do everything, that they realize that they can just slow down. I pray that Vocal Duck is able to help them in whatever way possible, and that you just heal Vocal Duck's mom and dad from all of the sickness, the long COVID, and continue to bless his mom with healing from the knee issues and the knee, I think, replacement. And I just ask that you be with them all. In your name I pray. Amen. So we got scratch marks. A letter. You got it, Vocal Duck. And I thought I remembered you telling me that there was a knee replacement. I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense. I agree. So what are your plans today, Vocal Duck? Well, helps if I'm pressing the correct keys. They had a robot assist with the procedure? That's so interesting. That is like you said, the future. That is absolutely bonkers. But also really cool to think about. Ooh, so he's got all kinds of stuff hiding here. He's got money. And letters from somebody named Jalen. Yeah, I'll say. He'd be in London instead of being pushed from a window over a bridge. Let's see, nothing in there. Nothing there. I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything. These are kind of crazy barracks. So I guess now... This is not at all what I expected the barracks to look like. Part of me kind of expected, I guess, a bit nicer, not quite as dusty. Oh, time for a chemical analysis. Some early math in the morning. All kinds of math. So we need 2 red, 1 green, -4 blue. You don't think there's any game audio? Alright, let's see, how's that? I'm gonna go ahead and exit. Alright, were you able to hear him say that? Hopefully? Nope, not even low volume. Huh. Okay. Let me adjust that down just a smidgen. Is that any better? Hopefully? You can hear me just fine, but I'm trying to figure out the game. Well, that's good that hearing me is nice. Let me see. What if I do that?
I hope the police find the murderer.
Aha! There we go. Now it's looking like I should be good. How did all of my OBS settings since last night just went bonkers? Alright. So now we're gonna go to our casebook. We're gonna do a chemical analysis. Some math in the morning. Here we go, you guys. So, I can do this. Oh, no, I want positive to negative for that. I want down 1. For that. Down 1 for that. We're gonna combine those two. And then combine that with that. And then link that there. And success. Exactly, it's just keeping me on my toes. Exactly. Apparently having it in my headphones is what I needed instead of having it on default. I don't know why. But now that I've cleaned off the bandage, I can use it for a disguise. Ah. Use the entrance with no eagle over it. The servants will expect an Ottoman woman wearing the scarf I gave you. Great! This is gonna be fun, hearing Sherlock pretend to be a woman and seeing Sherlock pretend to be a woman. Okay, we're gonna go back to there. I'm gonna go back to... because I want to find out more about this guy.
You aren't here to...
Nope, I'm not here to relieve you of duty, sir.
Are you able to help me?
Ah, I know
There
this.
we
Yeah,
go.
let me help you.
A known Lothario, he has recently ended his promiscuous ways after meeting the One.
Can I ask you a question?
I'd help you if I could, but I know nothing.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, so we found that. Killer must still be bleeding. Let's try talking to the guy outside of the bridge. And see if he noticed anything.
I hope the police find the murderer.
So the police are here now. Can I talk to you?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I've heard the stories of mariners kidnapping women for slavery. I won't fall for your tricks.
I'm not trying to trick you, I promise. I promise.
May I ask you something?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
I'm curious what John has to say about me in this. I always get so mad when John's just like, I don't think you're doing this right, Sherry. I'm like, I'm asking people a question. Why is that a bad thing?
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well. You aren't here to relieve me from
And
duty,
you're
are
not
you?
even gonna let me ask you. Oops, sorry kid, I was trying to go this way. Let's see, so it has, I'm gonna need... Oh, let me see about going... up then. Back up into the tower. See if there's anything new that I might be able to look at now that I have this pinned. Nope. Okay. In that case... In that case, let's try...
You aren't...
Let's try going back to his room with this all... Because maybe whoever killed him knows what room he's in. No? Huh. Alright. Well, whoever killed him would have had to have come out of the... Would have had to have come out of the,
Ridley's blood.
Whoop, whoop. I heard somebody talking.
Ridley's blood.
No? Oh, okay.
Ridley's blood is on...
Okay. Discard. Really?
Ridley's blood.
Discard. There we go. We'll go with that. Overheard a conversation between Marines agitated by the corporal's murder. They didn't work. Aw, Soul. Was he able to explain what happened? Like, why they wouldn't work? Agitated by the corporal's murder. Oh, whatever your cousin did really messed things up. Darn. Is he able to fix it? Is it just gonna take some time to fix? So, agitated by the corporal's murder, they were eager to take justice into their own hands. Their officer urged calm, insisting they must wait for superior orders. Well, whoever killed him would have had to have gone past the body. So maybe now that I have this pin, let's take a look in our casebook though. Sorry, kid, I tried to get out of your way. Okay, so they might need to buy more parts that they didn't anticipate. They're looking at trying to fix them tomorrow instead. Well, that sounds easy enough. Hopefully. Let's see. There's nothing there. I wonder if he may have gone down, like I wonder if the killer may have gone down into the water and swam away. 'Cause there was that thing. There was that thing that was kind of leading down from the top to the water. Let's see if I'm on the right track. Some of these things I'm able to figure out on my own, other things I'm not. So we did all that. Ah, I'm looking on the wrong side of the bridge. Hopefully, but that's what you thought this time around. Not too crazy about the added change to your schedule. Glad it will be Thanksgiving break soon, though. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, this was kind of while it was unanticipated, from the sound of things, nobody could have really anticipated how all of that would pan out. Because it's one of those things where at least it's able to be done soon. Because it could be something, it could have been something where it was something that would take like a week or two So while it's an added change to the schedule, at least it's not something where it'll... At least it's not something super crazy. They just need a day to go out and buy parts, you know what I mean? And then it'll all be done. Oh, just mildly annoying in the sense that you've been wanting to replace them for a while now, but then you got hit with COVID and things kept getting in the way. Yeah. And schedule changes can be annoying. I very rarely do well with schedule changes, especially sudden ones. Just to be completely honest with you, schedule changes tend to not be my favorite thing in the world. So I get where you're coming from there. I'm just thinking, you know, this is something that they couldn't really have anticipated. So while it is annoying to have this change, it can't really be helped because they didn't have the full picture, and nobody had the full picture. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was able to really get up in there until today to figure out what was needed, what was going on. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so that is pinned. Okay. So now we've got that. Is that blood too? Yeah, that is. Huh. I wonder if I'm able to look at that at all. Gotta go back down to where I was. Make sure I'm doing this right. Ah.
Wow. Amazing, right?
Pillar of
Disturbing is
knives.
more like it.
That's crazy. Ah, there we go.
Doubt that this eagle is purely ornamental.
I doubt it.
Aha, a curved knife covered in fresh blood.
There we go. There we
Careful,
go.
Sherry.
That was it.
People aren't too happy with what you're doing.
I'd better
Uh-oh.
leave the knife
it out.
here. Now is a bad time to ruffle any feathers.
There we go.
No.
Picture. I'm gonna run away before the locals get too upset with me.
Leave it. Go away. What? Who do you think you are? Leave it. Don't touch. It's sacred.
Okay, so I've done that.
Stop that. Don't touch those.
Done all that.
Go away from it. Leave it out.
Okay, so we've done that. Now. Okay, So, wardrobe. I can't change clothes here. Probably because the locals are mad. We'll figure that out anyway, later. Alright, so we've got that pinned. There we go, worker's apron. And then we will fast travel on down to the old city market. Ah. House of the Eagle.
Could you help me? Sorry, pal. I can't remember.
Yeah, person I just ran into, sorry.
Another knife in the pillar.
What does each knife in the pillar mean? No? Okay. Oh, probably an old custom.
Another knife in the pillar.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, so now we just need...
Do you know anything about this?
Listen, friend. I like your face. I'll tell you.
Yay! Ottomans say it's the symbol of the House of Hassan, the most revered family in the Old City. Their house stands on the western side of the Old City Market. Okay. Let's see. So I think I came
Don't
in
pass
Don't
by.
miss out on the
Welcome.
best carpets on the island.
that side. Or maybe it was this side. It said it was on the west side. House of the Eagle. Oh, okay. I wonder... Alright, I'm gonna go on a quick bio break, you guys. Give me just a couple minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Now to try to find the supposed House of the Eagle. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of the day? Is it holiday prep? Oh, sorry, dude. Thank you for not yelling at me. Much appreciated. Is that it? Maybe? Just on the other side of that? Oh, look at that! People aren't yelling at me for accidentally running into them! I love it! Oh. That's what that was. Maybe. Oh no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine, Soul. I hope you have a fantastic day. Feel free to Marco Polo me if you need to get whatever's going on out of your system. And love you. And hope you have a great day. And will do.
You have no business here. Go away.
Oh, yeah? Are you sure about that? Maybe I need to borrow the Ottoman thing. Ottoman outfit.
Don't miss out on my... Let's pick something that suits you.
Let's see. There we go. Do I have that in my wardrobe? I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and rent it for free.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. Alright, where's my dude?
Who's there?
It is me.
Who's there?
What, you blind? What's going on? Huh. Oh, Ottoman woman wearing the scarf. That's right. That's right.
Nice affordable clothes. Let's pick something that suits you.
There we go. Female Ottoman outfit. Let's rent it.
Be careful with what you've taken.
And then...
Nice affordable clothes.
Let's see. Silk scarf.
Step right up.
There we go.
Keep walking, stranger.
Who's there?
Okay, I guess because I don't have long hair, I look too much
Don't
like
pass
Sherlock.
by. Welcome. Let's pick something that suits you.
Ah,
Be careful with what you've taken.
perhaps.
Who's there?
Don't pass by. Welcome. Welcome. Let's pick something that suits you.
You would think that that would work.
Don't leave.
Let's see. General's letter. Julian's letter. Ottoman woman wearing the scarf I gave you.
Take one more look. Let's pick something that suits you.
Huh.
Don't leave. Take one more look.
Don't miss out on the
Don't
best
miss out on my
carpets
unique.
Let's see, the silk scarf is good. I would think that the headscarf would work. No facial hair. Do I need to pin something? Ah, okay, so I probably do need to pin that letter.
Who's there?
Maybe that's not the house I'm looking for.
Could you help me? I will be glad to help, but I can't.
Huh. Oh, no wonder I'm at the wrong house. I'm taking the wrong entrance. That explains so much. South entrance. Sorry. Okay, looks like that. Okay.
Don't miss out on my unique clothes.
I would have thought that that was the south entrance. Because it is facing south. Well, I guess we'll just run around. Ah!
You are expected.
There we
Come.
go.
My love, oh, I'm so... Who are you? Where's Mark? Answer me or I'll call for help.
You will do no such thing, Jalen. We both know it.
How do you know my name? And why are you wearing this scarf? What has happened?
A flood of questions, but I only have one answer. Mark Ridley is dead.
No. This cannot be. You're lying. Tell me you're lying.
Keep your voice down, miss. I don't have time for a lady's hysterics. Mark has been
Come
murdered,
on,
and
Sherlock.
I believe that the murderer is...
You could have
in
left
this
it and
house.
just calm down, please.
It was a secret. We were meeting. We were... How could anyone find out?
The truth always comes out one way or another, but enough of this. Tell me, have you seen anything suspicious here?
No, I heard the servants talking about blood near the main entrance, but I didn't think... This is too much for me. I can't.
Why did you have to be so mean to her? I wasn't mean. Now is not the time for pity.
Is that you or your reptilian brain talking?
Little of both. Little of both. All right. Near the main entrance. Uh-huh. There we
trail.
go.
Let's see where it leads.
Let's see. My guess. Okay, those are leaves.
I'm busy.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we can't leave. Ah. So we go around. Goes in here.
A pile of fresh clothes. How convenient.
Ah.
All soaked in blood. Well, a fresh shirt is as good a lead as any.
So, think you
This
can
is
identify
true.
the killer on the first try?
Huh. Do you doubt me?
Let's see if there's anything else in here that might help. Anything at all. Not looking like it. Let's take a look here. No room for error. Identify the killer on the first try.
Do you think they'd mind if I washed my shirt? I haven't changed in days and I'm starting to smell.
Sure, John. Let's see.
You are expected. Quickly, come in.
Anybody with freshly cleaned clothes, I guess? Is who it could be? Let's see here. Observe. Consumed by guilt or stress. Something's up there. Red spots. Hives? Or is it dried blood? He has not had a chance. He got injured. The knife is missing. Aha! Hands are shaking. There we go. He's trying to suppress it, but his body gives him away.
Crazy woman?
Oh, alright, you guys. Do we want to silently leave? Or do we want to confront him and say, "Hi, I'm Sherlock Holmes. You killed Corporal Ridley because you were in love with, what's her name, that he was in love with? Jelena, I think it was? Jelena, maybe? I'm thinking that's who it was. But yeah, you were in love with her. You were jealous of him being in love with her because you were in love with her. There's like this whole kind of love triangle thing going on. Maybe. Because maybe she wasn't quite sure who she was in love with. Like maybe she was dating the guy that we're talking to and started to fall for Corporal Ridley over here. And then dude we're talking to found out, got jealous of Corporal Ridley, and was like, "Corporal Ridley, boom, you're dead. Because I'm in love with her." And she's like, "But I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who I'm in love with more." I feel like it's more in Sherlock's character to confront him. So let's confront him.
Here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An Englishman here? Why are you wearing a dress?
I understand your confusion. It's been a turbulent day, hasn't it?
Because we
Do
can.
you have any idea who you're talking to, Brit?
Indeed I do. You are the proud son of this house. Proud, but wounded. You keep it well hidden, but you're far too nervous to think
Right?
straight.
If I confront him,
So
what's he gonna
please
do?
let me
Stab me
explain
with his
while you catch your
non-existent
breath.
knife?
I am Osai.
Although
son
he
of
probably
Hassan.
has guards
you are
that
on my
could do
father's
it.
property, and yes, you had better start being convincing.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason to believe that you were
He
involved
probably
in the
being
murder
the
of Mark
son
Ridley.
of the dude
Are you
has
accusing
the stuff that he needs, like the people that he needs. What were the means of the crime? Guards are minor details, right?
That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon. It bears an eagle crest, the same
There
crest
we
that is
go.
so proudly displayed within your house.
And a proud house we are. My father speaks for all Ottomans on this island. Remember that.
Regrettably, I failed to detect much pride in the callow way you ambushed the corporal.
Let's see, what else is there?
What are you saying?
Oh?
What's all this pickled cabbage?
I'm saying, please pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. You had a strong motive to see him dead.
So that's not right. Where's the one about the dude? There's the one about the dude having blood being... Ah.
All right, that's enough. First you sneak into my house.
What?
And now this? We'll put you down like the rabid dog you are.
And I'm probably dead. Yep, I was right. Time for the guards.
I'm coming for you.
Not if I get... Not if I do that.
Too simple. Ow! Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Got one of them. Yeah.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Don't give him the pep.
I'm coming.
There's one more.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
Oop. Ow.
It won't work this way.
I'm coming for you.
Come on. I'm trying to get his belt. There we go.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I think we're almost there. I think we've almost done it without killing anybody. Huh? Oh, almost. I was that close, you guys, to getting it on the first try. And without killing anybody on accident.
I'm coming.
Oh, no.
It won't work this way.
Oh, come on, I got his bottle thing.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, you killed him.
Well, I can't help that.
Get ready for some pain.
Hey, you could have kept him alive.
What? I didn't mean to get his... I meant to get his hat, not him.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
The snuff's ready.
Ow. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna...
I will.
Yep. We're just gonna do that so that way I can hopefully do this next one without accidentally killing him.
I'm coming.
I thought for sure I was aiming at that guy's
Don't
hat.
bother moving. You've lost.
There.
No more crime for you until next month.
There we go. Now we got
The
this.
snuff's ready.
Woohoo!
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
There we go.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff. You can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming for you.
There we go. There's one guy down.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Come on. Let me see your belt.
I'm coming for you.
There we go.
Don't bother.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Alright, well you decide.
Overcome him, don't...
Alright.
I'm coming.
There we go.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Did I do it? I did it!
It's time for you to go to prison, Azai. Come with me, and let's do so peacefully this time.
You'll regret this, Brit.
Woohoo! We did it! There we go, Mr. Estevo.
Get out of my face, Brit.
That's fair enough. Let's see. How do I get out of here? All of these
This
lead...
area is restricted.
Yep, I understand. I'm attempting to get out of here. If you could, point me in the right direction.
May I ask for your assistance? Sorry, madam, I can't be of help.
Right minor details. Exactly.
You did everything right, Sherry, no matter what Mycroft or his henchmen will say.
Excuse me, just one question. Sorry, madam, I can't be of help.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Where's the way out? There's like no... There's no hallway. Huh. Right? Perhaps I did. Let's see, is there anything? Maybe that I need to pin or something? Maybe I need to change out of my wardrobe. There we go. Well, respects the quaff.
Excuse me, just one question. A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Mr. Holmes, I am in no position to reprimand you, but you should know that your
Okay. See, I thought that was just another cell where they were keeping everything.
I did what I had to do. The killer
like
was
they
brought
just
to
kept
justice.
multiple people
I
in
didn't
there.
expect you to be so narrow-minded. You have undermined your brother's efforts, and now we will have to face the consequences.
Such is the price
really?
of law and order, Mr. Estevaux. Everyone must be held accountable for their actions.
Law and order? You are clearly oblivious of the bigger picture, Mr. Holmes. There is no point in us discussing it further.
About? We
I bid you good
solved
day.
the case.
You did everything right, Sherry, no matter what Mycroft or his henchmen will say.
Thank you, John. All right. So now what do we do? Near a rather memorable painting. So we're gonna have to go down. Once we get out of here.
Did you hear?
Oh, did I hear what? Did I hear what, madam? Overhear the circumstances of the incident at Capello's company. Huh.
Did you hear?
Really? There we go.
In the police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Yeah, but right now I kind of just want to go to... Oh, that's the evidence room. I kind of just want to go back to Stonewood Manor and try and remember this memory. So, excuse me, fast traveling. Near a famous painting. So just so you guys are aware, this could turn creepy.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Mm-hmm. A female fishtail.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
A living
Impossible.
mermaid?
It must have been something else.
That's kind of cool. Alright, so it's near a painting. dry skeleton and rock.
Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
There was a family member.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Like a magnifying glass?
I inspected it with a magnifying glass.
Hey, I was
able
right.
to confirm it was made of 2 different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Well, look at that!
Ah, yes. My mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the
full
point.
plate armor of Sir
What
Robert
does it matter
Swanford.
if some artifact is
I was
real
told
or
my
not?
father won it in a
It still
wager.
exists. Armor is armor, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
You sure about that?
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father
I don't
won
know,
it
I
in a
kind
wager.
of like the idea of... Like, both of them are rather deadly, so... A torn diploma. Oh, it's for Dr. Richter.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive
Lots of
number
highlighted
of bookmarks.
parts.
Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
A notebook. Repeatedly immersed her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness, it is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. Interesting theory. What do you have? Because back then they didn't really have a whole lot in regards to grounding techniques. Like, if you started having panic attacks while reliving said traumatic memory, there wasn't really a way to ground you back into the present. Like, at least they didn't know about them yet. And so, I don't know that at the time this would have been the best way to help her. I don't know. Because I know that in TV shows, or at least a TV show I watched, they used a technique where they would kind of mentally take them back to whatever traumatic situation they were in. But they had something, they would talk through what they saw, what they were feeling, what happened. But they had something that grounded them. Like, for example, petting a dog, or holding on to something, a phrase, something that would bring them back to the present if it started to get to be too much. If that makes sense. But they didn't necessarily know about that back in the 1800s. In the form of an imaginary friend named John. What is this letter? Do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Interesting. Oh, from Odo's brother. Okay. This is all Odo's stuff.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Really?
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders
Really?
did good
I
work,
didn't know
but
that
missed
about
one small detail.
Vikings.
It's the mummy of a man.
What else is there in this room of wonders?
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Wonder why she thought it was a fake.
Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
Uh-huh.
Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Alrighty. Judge McDougal.
Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Huh.
Carefully opened.
Okay, there we go. Oh. So they had a private trial about Dr. Richter and his mom's death, and Mycroft was a witness. Huh.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Stop. Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
Why do I not have a hard time picturing Mycroft doing that?
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them.
Aww.
Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
That would have been really cool.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Watkinson and Holman. Holmes and Watson.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace D. Oram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
Maybe that's where he got the name.
Another fake Holy Grail.
I don't know.
Its owner claimed to be
Because if John
the
was his
heir of
imaginary
King Arthur.
friend, maybe
Scarcely
Sherlock was the
believable.
one who couldn't
He also
put it
insisted
down.
a deadly rabbit
And
was
so
hunting
he
him.
based his imaginary friend on John Watkinson from Holmesen and Watkinson. I mean, it's a possibility.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Okay, so we looked at the mummy. we've... Oh!
Look,
we didn't
it's
see
Roger.
the skeleton!
This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be
There we
upset if he fell into the
go.
wrong hands.
Now I think we've seen everything there is to see.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
It really is. I'm sure there were a lot of different things. Alright. So let's take a look here. We're gonna look. Memories, good catch. Casebook. Mind Palace. Okay. He did not trust him. Okay, so I guess that's all we can do. Now that I've pinned that, I wonder if now I'll be able to see more. Aha!
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Ha ha! We remember more! Large artifact,
Heard a
poor
noise.
view.
I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Anything else that we might be able to remember? Ah, here we go. In an
Books and
unstable
papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Aha! More Mind Palace stuff! I love these Mind Palace things. They really get me thinking. All right. So I think that's everything. Yeah, that would make sense because it said he fell off the ladder, I think. Or at least that he was on the ladder. And then he fell. And maybe then that happened?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
We had decided to play with the new artifacts. I used a ladder to reach them on the top shelf. There was a sudden noise, but it was hard to see what was happening from behind the statue. That could be the one that was wrong.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ah, okay. Maybe? Because they were behind there. They were playing with new artifacts. He reached up.
Come
Really?
on, Sherry. Let's go
What?
outside.
That was
Wait.
it?
Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
It said he was on the ladder, though.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
Huh. Interesting.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
The noise in the hall.
To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
He said he heard a noise out in the hall.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's in...
Oh. I am waiting for you at Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Ah. I remember that quote from somewhere. I remember that quote from somewhere. Ah, from another Sherlock Holmes mystery. The Adventure of the Creeping Man.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
I agree. I'm gonna go ahead and try and solve this one, and we'll solve the other one later. Because I'm thinking... Early morning, footsteps.
Memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
Now let's follow the mystery and see where it leads.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Oh, goes upstairs. Okay. I was like trying to figure out where's the... Where's the lines that tell us where to go?
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it.
Uh-huh. And then he went in here. fireplace.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
You sure about that?
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Ah. We've got a
bit
feather.
of juniper in the fireplace.
Or juniper,
created a
okay,
soothing
juniper
atmosphere.
leaves.
It's the little things, isn't it?
And
I
a
think this is what we're looking
key.
for.
Hello there, Hank59. How did you find the channel? And thank you for joining us and welcome in. So glad you're here.
We made it. So
We're
what's
gonna be
there?
wrapping up here in about 10 minutes.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
But so
Single
glad to
malt
have
whiskey.
you here.
Mycroft's favourite.
Let's see what else there is.
Otto Richter.
All of his evidence against him, huh?
This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research. Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
There we go. I think we found everything there is to find there. So we've done that. So we've got the key, we've got Mycroft's research. We found the key. We can look at memories and items. All right, let's see how far we can get in. Okay, this is interesting. He says he sent us something we would need, but there was a mask. Where's the mask? Oh, there it is. A normal face mask for normal people. There we go. Now we've got this. Alright, so now we need to go to the corner of... Okay, so we need to go to Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. So... let's take a look at our map of northern. So there's the Abbey. And that's Turquoise Lane. So Turquoise and Casino. Okay. At minimum, we'll at least get over there before the end of stream today. I know exactly who we'll be raiding out to. Let's see, am I heading the correct way? I guess? I need to get down to Baskerville Street, though. So once I get to this roundabout up here, we're gonna go this way. And nobody's gonna look at us strangely at all. Am I on Baskerville? Yes, I am. I need to go to... Silent Way, because Silent Way... Actually, you know what? We can fast travel to the Church of St. Nicholas, save ourselves a little time, and continue on silent way towards Casino Boulevard. Nobody's going to think anything of our outfit. Yeah, we need to continue down this way. And then I guess up this way? Yes, up this way. That's the bookstore. That at least lets us take a look and make sure we're going the right way. Oh. We may have gone a little far. Trying not to run into anybody. There's a bandit lair. They did say Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey. Well, that right there looks like a mansion to me. I was thinking a theater for some reason. There we go. Alrighty.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Thank you, thank you.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
Alright. Well, here we go. Oh, okay then. Interesting music change. Okay, I think that's who we're gonna be talking to. Alright.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's...
Right? Charming! Let's go ahead and save. There we go. There we go. Back to the just chatting screen. Alright, you guys. I need to head on out. So, gonna take a few minutes to just say have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I will see you guys on Tuesday, and I'll wish you another happy Thanksgiving then. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. We are gonna go see my dear friend, Starfreckles. Starfreckles is a fantastic... Oh, Unraid. What? Starfreckles is a fantastic person. She is a beautiful, beautiful person with a beautiful heart. She's big on mental health. And so I just would love to be able to bless her with this. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you on Tuesday. If you happen to be subbed, please use this command. And if you are not, please use this. And please, please, please tell Starfreckles that I sent you and send her all of the love. And thank you guys so, so much. Always remember that God loves you, and so do I. See you next time.